Hey everyone, Rob here from Battleborn Clothing. If you're like me, like us, the Richardson 112 trucker hat, it can be tough, but it's one of the most popular blanks we run. It's structured, it looks killer with custom embroidery, and customers love them because they last forever. But let's be real, these hats can be tricky. With that buckram center seam, they're stiff. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my tricks for getting perfect stitches on Richardson 112s. We go through about 1,000 to 2,000 of these a year, just depending on what events come up. So if you're going to be embroidering hats, it pays to get good at the Richardson 112s. Whether you're dealing with needle breaks, registration issues, these little tips will help you minimize those thread breaks and all the headaches. Let's dive in. First things first, prep your hats. Richardson 112s have a stiff center seam that loves to fight back and cause needle deflection. Run your thumbs firmly down the center seam and then outward towards the side. This breaks the seam, making the surface flatter and reducing bounce. Do this on every hat, especially for dense designs or 3D puff. It's a game changer for preventing broken needles and getting clean penetration over the seam. Hooping is 80% of the battle on structured hats like the 112. The Happy has a great wide field cap frame. Make sure your cap drivers are installed and adjusted low without rubbing the arm. Flip the sweatband all the way out and tuck the back of the hat under. Place the hat on the frame, centering it perfectly. Use the laser tracer for alignment if you have it. Pull the front panel super tight and flat. The goal is no wrinkles and flat as possible over the needle plate. Secure with the clamps and any backing clips if needed. Add a layer of tearaway or cutaway cap backing underneath for stability. It helps with the mesh back and prevents puckering. Tight hooping plus backing equals crisp registration even over the seam. Tip 3. Design and digitizing choices. Avoid that Bermuda triangle, the center seam. Digitize designs to sew bottom to top and center out if possible. Keep dense fills away from the seam, or go smaller and offset to one side. Customers are digging that half panel look anyways. Richardson 112s handle 3D puff amazingly well, but keep designs under 2¼ to 2½ inches tall to fit the curve. If you're using a flat digitized file, forget about it. Have it redigitized for caps. It won't perform the same, and it'll cause you tons of issues. Tip number 4, thread and machine settings. Needles. We exclusively use Gross and Becker 8012 sharp point needles, purchased straight from Tex-Mag Direct. They punch cleanly through the structured front and buckram without deflecting. Perfect for caps like the 112. Thread, polyester all the way for durability, plus so you love the shine. Speed. Don't crank it to max. Drop 500 to 600 RPM. For Richardson's, slower speeds means fewer breaks and better stitch quality on curves. Presser foot. Adjust it lower if needed for better fabric hold, and always use the cap needle plate if your Happy has one. Tip number 5. Common mistakes to avoid in troubleshooting. Biggest mistakes. Running too fast equals needle breaks. Poor hooping equals distortions, wrinkles, lost registration. Old dull needles, deflection on the seam, and they can fray your thread, causing thread breaks and other headaches. Overly dense designs crossing the center. This is a big one. Customers just don't seem to understand that super dense designs don't necessarily sew out well over the dense center. If you get nesting or looping, check bobbin tension and top thread tension. For registration shifts, rehoop tighter and double check that seam flattening. Well, there you have it. My go-to tips for crushing Richardson 112s on the Happy HCD2-1501. These hats fly out the door at Battleborn, and with these tricks, you'll get pro results every run. What's your biggest hat embroidery challenge? Drop it in the comments. I read them all, and I'll get back to you. If this helps, smash that like button, subscribe for more shops tips, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching. Now go stitch some fire hats. Rob out.